सब देवों में पहले पूजा महादेव भी आए दूजा लंबोदर हाथ विनोदक लंबोदर हाथ विनोदक उठ कर मैं गाऊं सुमेर नाम तिहारो तिहारो प्रथम नमो गिरिजासुत गणपति.
We invite Ms. Aparna Reddy, a driving force behind the Apollo Medical College. Her unwavering commitment to excellence has been instrumental in shaping this institute. Ma'am, over to you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to welcome you all for the graduation ceremony for Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, Hyderabad, for the students of 2018 batch. Padma Vibhushan, Dr. PratapC Reddy, Chairman of Apollo Hospitals Group, sends his best wishes to all of us and especially to the graduating students on this momentous occasion. With his blessings, we commence today's program. It is my honor to welcome Padma Vibhushan, Dr. T. Nageshwar Reddy Garu, eminent and world-renowned gastroenterologist, Chairman AIG Hospitals. Sir, you're a role model to our students and your presence today is a great motivation as they emulate great personalities like you. My pleasure to welcome Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Joint Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals Group, Secretary, Apollo Hospitals Education and Research Foundation. She is passionately committed to medical education and constantly inspires us to push our boundaries. Madam, in your presence today, we commit and rededicate ourselves to our mission of excellence in education, research, and healthcare. Happy to have in our midst Dr. Vinod Bhatt, Vice Chancellor, the Apollo University, Chittoor, an eminent academician and clinician. A warm welcome to our Dean, Dr. K. Manohar, accomplished medical professional with extensive experience whose dynamic leadership is leading the Apollo Medical College amongst the top medical institutions. I welcome our Medical Superintendent, Dr. G. Satyanarayan Reddy. A warm welcome to Mr. Shivaramakrishnan, CEO of Apollo Knowledge, Dr. Alfred, Dean, AMSR Chittoor, and other colleagues from Apollo Knowledge, senior management and Apollo fraternity. We are delighted to have you all here today and express our gratitude for the support you have rendered over the years and continue to do so. We acknowledge the presence of our accomplished heads of departments, professors and faculty for your unwavering commitment, for nurturing and educating our students to be the best and raise the bar of excellence every day. To the parents, families, and loved ones, today is also a celebration of your unwavering support, sacrifices, and encouragement. Behind every successful doctor stands a pillar of strength, and you have built that foundation for our graduates. Congratulations to all of you. To our graduates, you have faced long hours of study, sleepless nights, challenging clinical rotations, and you have emerged stronger and more prepared for the responsibilities that come with the noble profession you have chosen. You're not just entering a career, you're embarking on a lifelong mission to heal, to comfort, and to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. I would like to express my deepest pride and admiration for each and every one of you today. The future leaders, innovators, and change makers in the field of medicine. Go forth, make us proud, and never forget the values and principles that you have imbibed from this great institution. Wishing you all the very best.
Asian Institute of Gastroenterology Hospitals as Chief Guest today. Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Joint Managing Director of Apollo Hospitals Group, as a guest of honor. We are happy that we are also having our Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vinod Bhatt, and our CEO, Sri Sivaram Krishnan and Venkateswaran is here with us. Dr. Alfred J. Augustine, Dean Apollo Medical College, Chittor. Dr. Satyanarayana Reddy, our Medical Superintendent. Ms. K. Aparna Reddy, COO, AHERF, Hyderabad. Dear all heads of the department, professors, associate professors, assistant professors, postgraduates, and dear proud parents, and most importantly, our brilliant graduates, the class of aspiring young doctors today, in the media. My greetings to all of you. Today marks an important and momentous occasion, a culmination of 5.5 years of your tireless effort, your dedication and sacrifices. I extend my heartfelt congratulations on your remarkable achievement. Your journey through medical school has not only equipped you with the knowledge and skills to heal, but we at the Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences as faculty has also cultivated within you the qualities of compassionate and ethical physician. This success is achieved by all the efforts of our faculty, without whom you should have been here. So my heartfelt thanks to all our faculty who dedicated their time and effort with innovative methods of teaching, from where our young doctors have been now graduated and completed their rotations also. I thank once again all the faculty for their effort. On this day, I would like to share 3 things with young doctors: education, ethics, and empathy. Now, education in ever-evolving landscape of medicine, continual education is important, not just an option but an imperative. Now, as you see, what we learn in the medical school, as we are going to see in the field, it's entirely different. So, the pursuit of knowledge must be a lifelong endeavor. Embrace the spirit of inquiry, stay abreast with the latest advancements, and never cease to expand your horizons. Remember, the most effective doctors are those who are constantly learning and adapting. See, what we learn is a syllabus-oriented, prescribed by education is mandatory, and you must develop interest to keep pace with the advancement of your field. Now about ethics, the moral principles of guide your actions will be your compass as you navigate the complexity of medical practice. Uphold the highest standards of integrity, prioritize the well-being of your patients, and always act with compassion and respect. Your ethical conduct will not only define your professional reputation, but also contribute to the trust and respect. The word about empathy. The ability to understand and share the feelings of others is cornerstone of patient care. It is the bridge that connects you and your patients, fostering the trust, allowing to provide the holistic care. So, as you embark on your careers, I suggest you to follow the continual education, ethics, and empathy. Let these principles guide you every decision, inspire your actions, shape you into exceptional physicians you are destined to become. Congratulations once again, and may your journey as healers be filled with compassion, knowledge, and integrity. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
In words, a distinguished figure in the realm of education and leadership. We are honored to have with us today Dr. Vinod Bhatt, the esteemed Vice Chancellor of the Apollo University, Chittoor. We invite Dr. Vinod Bhatt to kindly address the gathering.
2018. I deem it an honor to be here this evening to be a part of your celebration. It's your day. You remember the times that you have gone through, the first few years of hardship, the first time ever that you have stayed away from home, and then to bloom into a graduate, a medical professional, is the time that we celebrate today. Let me thank all the parents for sending their awards to the Apollo Institute of Medical Science and Research, Hyderabad, and for reposing their trust in us. A round of applause for all parents who stood by. Let me thank all the teachers who have guided you through all those difficult times, both in the examination and off examination, in the classroom and outside, who have been with you, who will continue to be with you in your journey. May I request a round of applause for all your teachers. Welcome to the real world of medical practice. This is a very demanding profession, a profession which expects sincerity, diligence, empathy, steadfastness, and many other qualities which require you not merely to diagnose a condition, but also to empathize and be with the family. You have to be communicative, you have to be smart enough to seek help, you have to learn to work in a team. These are qualities that you require as you go along this path. A medical graduate at this point, after your MBBS, will pursue several other things. Could be a post-graduation, could be in clinical or basic sciences, could be something else, could be in clinical research or public health. But a medical graduate is expected to carry out at least 3 or 4 responsibilities in his or her career. You have to be a teacher, you have to be a clinician, you have to be a researcher, and you have to be an administrator, not all at one time, and not all in this order, but life and your profession demands that you get adept at these 4 things that I mentioned. Medicine is a noble profession, but it's not always perfect. It can be good, but it's not always fair. There are inequalities, inaccessibility to healthcare, excessive commercialization, elitism, and these are things which are extraneous, which makes it both imperfect and unfair. Chip away these things in your life. You have a long career ahead of you. I just finished my 50th reunion this year in the
Guest of honor, global healthcare leader, social entrepreneur, and committed humanitarian, the Joint Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals Group, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, to share her insights with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Namaste. I am extremely happy this evening, not only to see our 2018 batch, how wonderful you look, each one of you with the smiles on your face, to see your parents beaming with joy, to see your faculty, but also a special sense of happiness to have Dr. Nageshwar Reddy here this evening as our chief guest and as your role model. He has over the years distinguished himself with that tremendous ability that our Vice Chancellor was speaking about. The ability to be a great clinician, and you know that he is world-renowned. The ability to combine an administrative capacity, and it is with that that he has put up such an iconic hospital. the innate human desire to see more in medicine, which therefore leads him to be a researcher, and then finally to be, besides a lot of other things, to be a great human being, which makes sure that every single day, every patient who has inquired, somebody who asks him about a reference, he personally calls back and says, this is what I saw, this is your patient, this is what you need to do. So to have a 360-degree greatness in one individual. So please remember over the years when you go back that he was your chief guest today. So thank you, Dr. Maheshwari. You're deep welcome to you. I was 2 years ago at the Buck Institute. The Buck Institute is a famous research institute, and I met there with a Nobel Prize winner, Mr. Yamanaka. And he later gave us a lecture. He spoke 5 minutes about his tremendous discovery in the ability to enable pluripotent stem cells to differentiate by their contact with the heart cells. And he showed us how a simple cell after 3 days suddenly starts beating like a heart. It was like miraculous discovery, amazing. He spoke for 5 minutes about that, but he spoke for 20 minutes about the role his father had in his life and his mother had in his life. So this evening I want to do a special pranam to all the parents who are here. I know, and I'm glad all of you are giving them that picture. Our Vice Chancellor also asked you to do that, but I think it's very amazing that the people who have achieved the greatest heights in life, including our chairman, recently was telling somebody all this happened because of his father, Raghav Reddy, who was an agriculturist, who simply told him, whenever I read all the great things you do in America, your mother and I feel proud. Imagine if you came back to India, how many lives you could touch. And that was his inspiration to come back, to open hospitals, to aspire to be the best, to give Indians that great care. So please always remember your parents and the great contribution they have made for you. But also, our wonderful 2018 batch, I want to acknowledge you. I saw the fun you had and I'm happy for it, because I also know that you were our first batch who went into practice and rotations in the hospital during COVID. You were our first hybrid batch. You were our batch who taught us how to teach from the classroom as well as remote. You were the batch who went there bravely and met patients during COVID, when I'm sure your parents would have been worried. So I want to give you a very, very special acknowledgement. And in the light of that, let me say that you have already been prepared for the challenges that this world is going to give you. I want to acknowledge our Vice Chancellor, your Dean, your entire faculty. And as they have trained you in the deep science of great medicine, life has also begun to train you. It is during these last 6 years that you discovered the power of your mobile phone even more. You could sit in a class and chat with whoever you wanted. You could order Swiggy as soon as you came out. You knew that the world is changing. And it is also in this time that you saw ChatGPT and generative AI and the power of transformation. So much of what you learned will always remain relevant. But the realm of what you will use in the transformed world is going to be many X times what you have learned today. So if there's one powerful thing I want you to take back, which of course begins with us saying how happy you are, how happy we are that you graduated, but the one powerful thing is please be a lifelong learner, because the world is changing so fast and the tools in your hand are going to be transformational. You are the people who can dream of a world without cancer. You are the people who can create healthy knees, and maybe nobody will be doing joint replacement. You will replace the mechanics of cutting open a joint with the science of curing it while it's beginning to degenerate with stem cells, and 100 other things that can happen because of this science and because of AI And because of the combination of three very powerful Bs, and I don't want you getting Bs in any subject, you're all A students, but the three powerful Bs are biology, when the gene was deciphered, is bandwidth, when you were able to connect with a small village like we connected in Aragonda and say that I can heal the world in any corner, I can give home care, I can do critical care, I can go into any part of the world and be a global doctor. That is bandwidth. And the third is bytes. Because the computing capacity of the world is continuing to enhance, you all saw the NVIDIA chairman, the chips are becoming more and more powerful. This computing capacity is bringing up the capacity of the CT scans to give you better images, of the PET-CT, of the combination. You can combine an angiography image with a MRI and a CT and look at into the human body in a way that you were never able to do before. So use this power of these three Bs, use this computational capacity and understand that the world will give you new cures. And with that power, what do you do? The power of your knowledge, the power of your degrees, the power of the world to bring new cures. What do? You stay grounded in the most important aspect and the reason why you became a doctor. The reason why you became a doctor was to heal somebody else, to be that humane person. And as your dean said, the empathy to understand if my family member was in that place, how would I like my doctor to behave? Please be that doctor of your dreams. And whatever challenges the world gives you, sometimes you may not love your supervisor, sometimes the world may not give you the break you deserve, but most of the time, you can manifest the power to heal everybody who comes within your reach. And that is the power that you take away today. So be a constant learner, be empathetic, be humane, use this knowledge, evolve this knowledge. And most importantly, I also think that you are a proud member of this country. And as this country is on the verge of a huge development, Viksit Bharat is not a dream, it is a reality that you will live out. I don't know if I will live to 1947 and where I will be at that time, but I definitely know that you all will shape the new world of India, the 2047. You will shape that world. So as India brings 10 million new youth into the workforce every year, be one of those who transform our country, who give it the power that it is capable of, so that your parents, your teachers, your faculty, everybody who's played a role in bringing you here in your life, they are proud of you. And you are proud of yourself, because ultimately that is the greatest thing. Pride with humility and continuous learning and empathy. Nothing is more powerful than that. So let me wish you the very best. Let me thank you for the deep work that you have done, not just during COVID, but every single day. Let me hope that you will continue to be always a member of the Apollo family, a member of the alumni, and we will continue to strive to take this institution to greater and greater heights. We will work with science, we will bring in latest technology, we're trying to bring a proton into Hyderabad. We will continue to do every single thing to hold the flag high. But every single one of you are the most important towards this heritage and this legacy. So let's keep it. Let's make it brighter. Let's help it shine even more than when you came in. So visualize the light of your institution and visualize how you can make it shine brighter because of who you become and where you go in life. So all my very best, my very special thanks to every member of the faculty and for the great role that you've played. My special greetings to all our parents and students, and I also want to convey our chairman's wish to every single one of you, and our vice chairman, Mrs. Pika, who wishes she could have been here with you. But let me share with you that sometime in the future, we will continue to stay connected. And my last wish and prayer, we've covered the country, we've covered science, we've covered the world, we've covered you. Ultimately, I was seeing this amazing thing where somebody said they discovered a completely new cure for every disease. And this Filipino doctor, he said, it's something called Anandamai. And he pronounced it very differently. And he said, Anandamai, something like that. But finally, at the end of it, we realized that this is what all our philosophers have been preaching for many, many years, that the power and the joy comes from within. So fill yourself with that joy of healing humanity, and that happiness will stay with you always. So thank you all very much to Shiva, Pastor, so many people who have helped this institution, Dean, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Satyam, Aparna, every one of the faculty. I wish I could mention all of you. Thank you all very much for making this institution. I believe we're still a baby in the journey that we have to go, but our legacy is strong, and our hope and our faith in what we can achieve for people's sake is as powerful, so we will get there. So find the Anandamai in you, and you will forever be happy. Namaste.
We request Dr. Prapti, Professor, Department of Pharmacology, AMSR, Hyderabad, to kindly introduce the chief guest.
Good evening, esteemed guests, faculty members, and my dear students. It's a great honor to stand here before you to introduce our beloved chief guest, Dr. D. Nageshwar Reddy, a name synonymous with excellence and innovation in the field of gastroenterology worldwide. Sir currently serves as the chairman and chief gastroenterologist at the Asian Institute of Gastroenterology and AIG Hospitals, Hyderabad. His educational journey began with medical training at Kurnool Medical College, followed by master's degree in internal medicine at Madras Medical College and specialization in gastroenterology from PGI Chandigarh. He is also an honorary member of the American Society of Gastrointestinal Endoscopy, a fellow of National Academy of Medical Sciences, a fellow of Royal College of Physicians, a fellow of American Gastroenterology Association, among other esteemed institutions. Throughout his illustrious career, Sir has garnered numerous prestigious awards. He was honored with the V.C. Roy Award from the Indian Medical Council in 1995, Padma Shri Award in 2002, the Padma Bhushan Award in 2016, some of India's highest civilian honors. He is the only endoscopist in the world to have received 5 Crystal Awards from the American Society of Gastrointestinal Endoscopy, a testament to his mastery of endoscopic techniques. He was named Master of the World Gastroenterology Organization in 2014 and received the Master Endoscopist Award from the American Society of Gastrointestinal Endoscopy in 2009. His recent honors include the President's Award from American Society of Gastrointestinal Endoscopy in 2020, the Distinguished Educator Award from the American Gastroenterology Association in 2021, and the Rudolf Schlegel Award for Gastrointestinal Endoscopy in 2021, that's equivalent to the Nobel Prize in Endoscopy, and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the World Endoscopy Organization in 2022. In 2024, Sir was awarded the highly coveted Captain's Chair by Johns Hopkins University in recognition of his lifetime contributions to the field of gastroenterology. Sir has also held global leadership positions, including serving as the president of World Endoscopy Organization, where he steered the organization to new frontiers. One of his groundbreaking contributions is the invention of the Nagi stent, a revolutionary development that has improved patient outcomes worldwide. With exceptional contributions to research, including over 1,080 peer-reviewed papers and chapters in more than 50 gastroenterology textbooks, along with having led 200 international workshops on endoscopy, Sir has been a driving force in advancing the field of gastroenterology. As a physician, mentor, researcher, and innovator, he has inspired countless healthcare professionals across the globe. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Padma Bhushan Dr. D. Nageshwar Reddy. We kindly request you to address the gathering.
fortunate that you are actually passing out from one of the most prestigious, probably one of the best institutions for medical education in India, the Apollo Medical College and Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences. So you start off with a great advantage. But let me remind you that education is like a dress rehearsal for what happens in your life. You have to continuously get educated throughout your life. I have finished 43 years of practice, and to me, even now, every day I learn. I learn from my patients, I learn from my students, I learn from the internet and everything else. So you continue to learn, and this is very important. Remember, as you go out in this world, you will face several challenges, and it's a continuous process of learning that's important. I was in Milan recently, and I saw a statue which is unfinished. It was a statue by Michelangelo, the world's greatest sculpture. It was the last one at the age of 83. He was just finishing it but died. But below he had written there that he has still to learn. Michelangelo at the age of 83, the world's greatest sculptor, says at 83 that he still has to learn. You can imagine that we still all have to learn throughout our life. This is a very important message that I'd like to let you know, that you continue to learn, as Dr. Manohar said earlier. It's been said that success leads to happiness. I'm sure all of you are very happy today on this occasion as you pass out.
Thank you, sir and ma'am. Every medal represents a journey of commitment and the triumph of willpower. We now have the Dr. PratapC Reddy Gold Medal for the best outgoing undergraduate student of class 2018, recognized for achieving the highest aggregate marks in MBBS. To present this medal, we would like to invite our chief guest, Dr. Nageshwar Reddy. Siddhant Barbecha.
One second.
Congratulations once again.
Highest aggregate marks in final year MBBS Part 2 examination. It is instituted by Dr. Hari Prasad and his family in memory of Dr. KVR Prasad, the people's physician from Sridevi Nursing Home. We request our guest of honor, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, to present the medal. And Dr. KVR Prasad Memorial Gold Medal is awarded to Dr. Siddhant Barbecha. Congratulations once again, Dr. Siddhant, on this well-deserved honor. I request dignitaries to be seated.
The awarding of bachelor's degree. The Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery degree signifies a beacon of hope, a symbol of compassion, and a promise of a better future to all. Your accomplishments are a source of pride to the faculty as well as your parents gathered here. Along with the degrees, the certificates of honor, the certificates of merit, and the gold and silver medals will be awarded. Dear graduates, as we call your names, please proceed to the dais from the right side to receive the degree certificates. I request Dr. Vinod Bhatt to please do the honor of awarding the degrees to the students. A. Bala Nipun Raj.
ये एक दो दिन ले लेंगे इसको वाले
Abhigna Sai Korla. She's also received Abhigna Sai Porla. She receives a certificate of merit in pathology, pharmacology, forensic medicine, ophthalmology, and community medicine. She also receives a certificate of honor in final MBBS Part 1, gold medals in ophthalmology and community medicine, and also aggregate gold medal in final MBBS Part 1. Attipalli Chinmay Vivekananda. He receives a certificate of merit in pathology, forensic medicine, ophthalmology, community medicine, and OBGYN. Certificate of honor in second MBBS and final MBBS Part 1, and a gold medal in OBGYN. Aditi Palnitkar.